Good morning. This is Rick Ackerman, editor and publisher of Rick's Picks, and I'm going to do something a little bit different this morning. We had a nice trade that worked out well for a few subscribers, and I wanted to show you exactly how we did the trade, just the short history of it. On Sunday, I sent out what I call a tout. These are actionable trading ideas, the ones that have a dollar sign in front of them, and you'll see that that well, I commented on gold, and we've got a pretty bullish target at 16, 19, 10 for the December futures, providing certain things happen. But in order to get into that trade, my way in to essentially not use big stop losses to cut the risk down to an absolute minimum is to use what I call an RAB setup. And I'm not going to get into that right now, but I told my subscribers that we could get into the long-term trade using the short-term charts here and what I call an RAB setup. So this morning, before the markets opened, I did, or shortly after they opened, let's see where we are. I came in and actually, this is before the opening, I mentioned that I put out that trade on Sunday and that they should be ready for it. And I gave certain parameters as to how to do the trade. So let me show you an actual chart here of TradeStation. And the pattern that I've drawn here is one of those reverse ABC patterns. I'm not going to give away the story really on how it works, but the entry that I suggested was at 1505.50 with an exit at the most likely place for the trend reversal at 1509.70. And you can see that this one worked out really well. If you were in a single contract here this morning, just according to what was posted in the chat room and in the tout Sunday, you could have made yourself $420 in just under an hour. So, and you actually could have shorted up there. That P, those of you who've been watching these Facebook presentations for a while know that there's an enormous amount of information available to us in what we see price action at that point P. So not to give away the store, but to give away a little proprietary information, we use this P all over the place, and it works amazingly well. All right, so let me, don't take my word for all this. I want to take you in the actual Rick's Picks chat room again. So I put out this recommendation to buy, and we see that 36 minutes later, a subscriber who posts under the pseudonym Shade said he was in, and we have another guy, Matt, in as well. And about 10 minutes later or so, I put out another note that mentioned that the trade had gone profitable and that there was a $240 profit if you took a profit there. And generally, my recommendations are simpler if you do multiple contracts, but it's a little harder to manage the risk if we have people who are doing just a single contract. So there, it's a little bit different. But all right, so we have Matt reporting that he's in the trade, can't possibly lose. And let's see, we got Shade out at 1503, and I think Matt stayed in for the ride all the way to that red line where, okay, looks like Shade did a couple of contracts. He reported a $540 profit. And again, this is real people and real discussion in my trading room. And Matt came out closer to the target itself. And anyway, I invite you in there so that you can participate in the discussion, or at least sit on the sidelines and appreciate it and sometimes do these trades. But it's a great place for real-time trading guidance that happens sometimes formally and sometimes informally. If you're really interested, and I can offer you a free 2-week trial to Rick's Picks. Just go to rickackerman.com and up at the top, put in your name, email address, click start my free subscription, and you'll be able to get in the chat room yourself, but you'll also have access to the complete touts, a lot of these things are blocked out for non-paying subscribers. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this morning's presentation, and I hope to see you in the chat room where you can get really on top of some of these great trades that happen in real time. So with that, I'm going to wish you a very pleasant good day. This wasn't a scheduled presentation. I usually do them on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I thought you might be interested in that gold trade since there's so many gold followers out there. Good day to you all.